Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing quote-unquote travel bubbles. We're discussing them specifically in the context of border runs here in Thailand. I want to be clear, I'm talking specifically in this video about border runs. We're doing another video contemporaneously with this one discussing visa runs, and I believe they are two separate things. I know it's a semantic point, but it allows us to do analysis on a specific type of activity, and bifurcating this terminology provides a great deal more clarity. With a border run, what I'm specifically talking about here is somebody who goes out over the border of Thailand into another border, into another neighboring country. Now, in theory, you could do this by airport or you could do it by seaport. Most folks tend to do it by land border. They pass out of Thailand, they go over the border, are stamped out, presumably stamped into the other country, and then stamped back into Thailand. So I'm going to make this from the context primarily of border runs, truly border runs, land border runs, as well as I'm kind of discussing this in the context of airports as well. But let me split this in two within this video. I'm going to talk about land border runs specifically. So Thai immigration, or I should say Thai officials, have specifically discussed this concept of a so-called travel bubble, quote unquote. And, in a recent article from the Bangkok Post print edition on Saturday, June 13th, 2020, article is titled CCSA Blows Towards Travel Bubble Plan. Article, to quote directly, the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, CCSA, yesterday approved in principle a proposal for travel bubbles with selected countries that have shown they can effectively contain the coronavirus. So clearly there's an initiative at play, and I've seen articles over the weekend, over this June 14th, 13th weekend, going into June 15th, discussing travel bubbles twice on the first page of the Bangkok Post. So clearly, this issue of travel bubbles is sort of at the forefront of people's minds, and I think we're sort of seeing immigration policy evolving in real time, the way that they're discussing it. Now, I'm making this video to discuss border runs, and what I mean to get to is, should immigration possibly be looking at developing perhaps a specific corridor with a neighboring country, be it Cambodia, Laos, or Myanmar, for the specific purpose of being able to sort of have a, for lack of a better term, sort of a pressure release valve to allow folks that need to do their border runs to go ahead and do them, and also the country can be assured that those folks have not, for lack of a better term, have not been put at any increasing risk of coronavirus contamination, if you will. So for those who are unaware, there is currently an immigration amnesty. Those who got trapped in Thailand due to COVID-19, their visas were automatically extended up to the 31st of July. However, presumably August 1st, all those folks are going to, or before that, on or before, I should say, July 31st, folks are going to need to have made travel arrangements to get out of the country to rectify their visa status. And in light of this travel bubble initiative, there seems to be good policy reasons for developing some kind of set corridor to allow folks to undertake a border run in order to maintain their lawful status here in the kingdom. Now, I'm more looking at this from the standpoint of those folks who are in non-immigrant multi-entry visa status. So that's folks that may have a Thai O visa or a Thai B visa. That's a B visa for business. There's also circumstances where those who have a retirement visa, also known as a Thai OA visa, O-A visa, came into Thailand, their stamp was coming up for expiration, and they've got to cross out and cross back into the country in order to get a new stamp to regularize or normalize their visa status here in Thailand. I think some sort of border bubble initiative to specifically address this would probably behoove folks that are in this situation. I think from the standpoint of Thai immigration, this would be substantial. I think it would be increasingly it has efficiency benefits, at least as a one-off, to be able to get people, okay, regularize your status and now figure out a way if you're wishing to stay in Thailand. For example, a multiple entry non-immigrant B visa, if it expired during the COVID-19 lockdown, a border run, a sort of a border run, if you will, or a border bubble run, would allow that person to step out and step back in and thereby normalize their status. And then presumably after that, you could see that individual extending their status here in Thailand. At that point, an extension would be warranted. But unfortunately, folks that were abiding by Thai immigration law and maintaining their status, for example, via non-immigrant multiple entry visas, and just happen to be caught out by this COVID-19 situation, they're in kind of a, frankly, it's a precarious situation to be in. And I think some sort of border bubble arrangement, or I should say travel bubble arrangement for border runners, could sort of ease that problem, deal with it, and then those folks would thereafter need to go ahead and find some other status to be in a more regular, more permanent status here in the Kingdom of Thailand.